Hello everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss Masters Open House. Thank you everyone for joining me here today. This was a really good idea that many interested parties wanted to have me do here. We've had a lot of great interest in PivotBoss Masters since the beginning of the year, a lot of great questions, and several folks wanted a good walkthrough here, and we've done these open houses here in the past but haven't done one recently, and so I thought it'd be a great idea to do an open house here, not only for interested potential members but also for current members, many of which are joining us here today as well. We'll talk a bit about Masters, about the on-demand training that we have, the proprietary tools that we have as well, and then we'll also discuss the live sessions that are coming up next week. And first, I do want to point you to pivotbossmasters.com/profits. This is a quick introduction as to what we'll be doing here. I know many of you found the link here to jump into the Zoom, so I know many of you have already joined the page here. So we're going to take a look and see again what we have to offer here for Masters. But first, I do want to say, if you don't know who I am, my name is Frank Ochoa. I am the author of the book Secrets of a Pivot Boss, and I've been doing this for quite a while here with regards to developing proprietary tools, developing automated systems and trading in general. And I also run a trading room called the PivotBoss Premium Trading Room via the EchoFin platform, which is a fantastic platform where we jump into every day with a lot of great traders as well. Again, the approach that we basically use is a pivot-based approach, but also a price-based and volume-based approach with raw data. And I've been able to develop great proprietary indicators that are simple to use, but they are very powerful as well. And a lot of the training that you'll get via PivotBoss Masters is not only what I call core training that all traders should know, but also proprietary trading that allows you to utilize the tools that we have. So very quickly here, just running down PivotBoss Masters here. In terms of the special offer here, anytime you join PivotBoss Masters, it's a one-time fee, and you can get instant access by clicking this button here. Right now it is $995. $995 for a ton of content and proprietary tools, indicators, scans, things of that nature for multiple platforms. Again, we'll jump into that in a moment. But you also get some freebies here. Number one, you're going to get a 3-part Swing Trade Pro 1.0 course, which is a $395 value. You'll also get a 1 month of premium trading room access, which is a $99 value. So right off the top, you're getting about $500 of value built into the PivotBoss Masters training. You'll also get access to the 5-day live training sessions, which is coming up next week. So next week we have a 5-day live trading event here, live sessions where we teach some new concepts here, some new indicators or tools or signals, whatever the case may be, and then we implement those in the market. We'll talk a little bit more about those live sessions. If you're already a part of Masters, then I will credit you a month for premium access. So if you're already a member of our premium trading room, then I can credit you back either your recent month or the next month. So that is a refund that I can do for you as well. So, and number one, always a risk-free offer, 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee. That is something I believe strongly in. I believe in our training, our tools. I believe it's among the best in the industry. And again, if you're not satisfied, it's a no questions asked, 100% money-back guarantee. So that gives you a peace of mind if you are looking to try what we have to offer. So again, that's always important to me. So this is a great special offer event right here. If you scroll down a bit, you can learn a little bit more about what we have as well, but I want to discuss a little bit of the upcoming training next week as well. This is a Monday through Friday event, and what I try to do is mix in some kind of classroom time in addition to live implementation when the market is open. So Monday night, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Time, we'll be introducing our updated squat signals. That's the squat technology there that we built in last time. Updated signals there, and we'll be implementing them the next morning. Wednesday evening from 5 to 6 p.m. We'll be discussing the PivotBoss oscillator with advanced volume and combining those. So that's a newer type of indicator and approach as well. And then we'll be implementing those live in the market Thursday and Friday. So this is a 5-day event that if you're not able to join live, they will be recorded and posted to the premium members dashboard. So that's coming up next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. So for those of you that are already members of Masters, as you know, this is always included free with your initial membership fee. And any ongoing training, any ongoing proprietary code or indicators that we provide are all yours at no additional cost. So let's go ahead and take a look at the PivotBoss Masters dashboard. So if I bring up this over here, there is the dashboard right here. So whenever you do become a member, you get access to the Masters Training dashboard. And this dashboard basically gives you access to all that we have to offer. So when you come in here right away, there's a quick intro here on saying hello and also what you should likely jump into. For example, core training will likely be what you want to jump into first, followed by the proprietary training modules. We have a fantastic chart gallery as well. Your bonus training right here, Swing Trade Pro 1.0, is accessible here. And we also have a resource library right here where you have access to multiple platforms. So for those of you that have NinjaTrader 7 or NinjaTrader 8, you have access to that library here. If I click on that, it'll take me right to the NinjaTrader library. You can download the code here for NinjaTrader 8. There are various indicators there, 7 of our indicators available from NinjaTrader 8. There are 4 indicators available for NinjaTrader 7, but most of our traders are on NinjaTrader 8 now, so most of the resources are now going to NT8. If you go back to the resource library here, Trading View, this is one for our international traders that have been requested quite a bit. You can see all the various indicators here down below. And Thinkorswim, Investor RT, OmniTrader, all of these available. If you are part of the Nirvana family of platforms, the OmniTrader code here is also good for Visual Trader as well. So various platforms here that many folks use. If I go back to the dashboard, you'll see right here that at the dashboard, number one, this menu here is accessible throughout the PivotBoss Masters dashboard. If you go to core training, you'll see theory, analysis, and execution. If you go to proprietary trading, there's all the various proprietary indicators and various scans we have, and all those things are available here. A chart gallery as well. If I scroll down, you can see the core training is down here. You can see right here there's theory, analysis, and execution, just like the drop down showed. And this is basically core training. Again, it's kind of the training that I believe all traders should know, starting with theory, for example, auction market theory and things of that nature. Analysis from higher time frame all the way down to intraday analysis, and then execution. How are you executing trades? How are you legging into a trade or legging out of a trade? How are you managing the trade? And different entry approaches and things of that nature. That's all right here. We have a great PDF right here where if you click on this PDF, it gets you all of the various training here, all in one great PDF that gives you just a ton of content all the way down that you can continue to reference. It's almost a book in and of itself. So there's the PDF that you can have up while you're watching the video. So if you're, for example, want to go to execution here and want to fine-tune how you may manage your trades, you can see that there are various videos here ready to go. So you could have your core training PDF up while you're watching one of the videos. So For example, order flow analysis, introduction to the footprint, you can click on that video and it'll pop it up right here, and then you'll get a video along with any resources that are with that video would be on the same page. Some have additional resources, some do not. You can see all the various videos that are just a part of execution itself. You can go over here for pinpointing precision entries, for example. Click on that, and then now you have all this available at your fingertips. So it's already a very robust training, on-demand training. You can go back and use these buttons to go back to, say, core training here, and that'll bring you right back to theory, analysis, execution. Click on analysis, for example, and now you're looking at algo and program analysis, price-based analysis, volume profiling, pivot-based analysis, intraday analysis, price-based analysis, all the various things. So some of you may have a very good grasp of certain trading topics, but maybe not others, and you can come in here and pinpoint which one you want to brush up more on. So again, very easy to navigate all of this training. So you go back to core training, you can go to theory. This is where most traders may start off. So if you're newer to trading or want to increase your learning curve very quickly, you would come over here to theory and start this section of videos, and then move on to analysis and then to execution. So everything is right here, right at your fingertips. If I go back to Masters training here, through that click path here, it brings me right back to the dashboard. Down here you can see proprietary trading. There's various sections here. These are the proprietary indicators that I've created over the years: PivotBoss pivots, PivotBoss bands, PivotBoss ADR, PIMA, spotty percent, squat, and volume. All of these very powerful in their own right, and then also when you combine them, very powerful in that way as well. For example, if I click on PivotBoss pivots, it starts taking me to the various PivotBoss pivots training. I can click on this video, for example, and it takes me right to a great video here that you can watch right there at your fingertips. Again, each of these here has a click path where you can go right back and forth to find the various things that you want. Last year, for example, PivotBoss squat. This is where we introduced this last summer, and you can see introducing squat bars, live trading with it days 2, 3, and 5, and then you can go back to prop training as well and continue on with that. Now if I go back all the way out to the Masters dashboard and scroll down, there's also proprietary training slides here, so you can scroll down here and you can see the various training available there as well via the PDFs, what all the levels mean, how to use them, how best to use all the various indicators and what each of those lines mean and represent. So a lot of great content right there at your fingertips as well. And then one of the sections of our membership dashboard here that lots of traders really love is this chart gallery. You can see there are tag clouds here. The bigger the name, the more content in that section. The smaller the name, the less amount of content. So you can go through here and you can say, okay, I want to learn more about the ADR method. So you could click on ADR method here, and what it'll do is custom create a slideshow here for you that you can then go through and click through each of these and learn about what each of these are. And whenever you want to redo and choose another topic, you can click back there, and now you have your tag cloud back. Additionally, you can come up here to chart gallery and it'll take you to your own page, and this is probably the best way to do this as well. For example, if you want to go to volume profiling, you can click on that. It'll create a slideshow right here for you, and you can click right through there. And these are very, very powerful for helping you understand the concepts behind it, how we do it, and why. And again, you're increasing your learning curve very, very quickly. I can click here. It'll reload the page, and now we're back to the tag cloud here. So we can talk about intraday analysis now, and from intraday analysis again, we can develop another custom slideshow and go all the way through. A lot of traders really love the chart gallery because it's among the best annotated charts that you'll come across. And again, you can do your own study time there and learn right on the fly based off of whatever topic you want to learn more about. Previous high-low close, overnight pivot, order flow analysis, for example. I can click on this and you have various slides that come up. So again, the chart gallery, very powerful there. In terms of bonus trading, very similar to some of the other on-demand trading you see. I can click on the bonus trading here, and I have Swing Trade Pro Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. For those of you familiar with Swing Trade Pro, this was perhaps our most powerful and popular training that we offered. It's been probably over a decade now since it's been released, but it is a powerful training, especially for those of you who want to brush up on swing trading. And again, this is something that has been added to PivotBoss Masters as an extra bonus. And you'll notice that at pivotboss.com it's still for sale as well for those of you who just want to buy it a la carte instead of joining Masters. So it's still available for $3.95 at the PivotBoss website, but it is a part of PivotBoss Masters as a bonus for any of you that join. So this is a great training here. Again, probably 6 hours of content. I think each of these are 2 hours each. So a ton of content, and you come away with a great understanding of how to engage the market from a swing perspective, and also how to manage your trade and the risk and all those things. So again, a great bonus there as a member. If I go back to the dashboard, you'll notice down here, scrolling all the way down to the bottom here, live sessions is right here. So next week when we do our live sessions, this will be kind of the section that you kind of come to. You can get to this area by, again, scrolling all the way down to the bottom of the dashboard, but you can also click on live, hashtag live, and that's an anchor tag that brings you right down to the bottom of that page. So if I'm up here and I click this, it'll send me right down. I guess it didn't do it right now, but it would have had I done it right. But this is a section right here where you can go next week, and each of these days I'll put the recording of what we'll be doing. So this is the last time we did it. The last time we did it, I believe, was in June. Yep, June 8th, June 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. And what we typically do is have a topic there. For example, introducing PivotBoss squat bars. I provided the PDF and then the various styles for toss, thinkorswim that is, and scans available so that you can download those and import those into your toss platform. Over here you can see the recording for day 2 is there, day 3, day 4, etc. And then all of that is there, and I keep it up so that folks can find it very quickly. This will all be going away and instead going to the various portions of the Masters website. I believe they're already there, so if I click on this, it'll take me to the actual video, which is right here in this zone here and there too. So it's already up there. It'll also have these resources there as well. So next week when we begin our live sessions, we'll have Monday, and then we'll be doing the reintroduction to Squat 2.0. I'll have the resources here in addition to the recording, and each day I'll add that recording so that you can just come to one spot and be a part of that. Additionally, we'll have a Zoom link here that will be live for the week. So whenever you want to join the Zoom session next week, you'll be able to click that link and jump right into the Zoom webinar. We'll be doing, again, very similar to what we did last time, 5 to 6 p.m. on day 1. We'll have live training during the day the next morning. On Wednesday, we'll do another 5 to 6 p.m. And then Thursday, Friday, we'll have the morning session. So everything will be right here for live sessions next week. So again, when you look at all of this various content here, just for one low price of $995, it's a risk-free offer because you get 30-day money-back guarantee. If it's not for you, no questions asked. and you get a refund. But more than often than not, actually, I've probably only given maybe a couple of refunds over the last 10 years, and that was not because of the content. It was more because of, I don't have the time to really engage this right now like I thought I should, etc. So it is just training that is incredible. You have it all at your fingertips right here. So as soon as you join, you already have an intense library of content at your fingertips. You have a growing resource library. Over the last year, we've added TradingView, I believe in December. We added NinjaTrader 8 last summer, and continue to add more and more as well. So again, we're getting a huge following from all over the world, and in some areas of the world, Thinkorswim's not available, for example, so some members want TradingView or NinjaTrader 8, for example, and we've added those for those members. So again, looking to continue to add to the resource library, but what we have right now encompasses a lot of what our traders use, but still looking to continue to add platforms as well. So a lot of great content here. The on-demand training already there at your fingertips. The core training is incredible for those of you that, again, want to increase your learning curve, especially for those of you that may not be as brushed up on trading as you'd like. Others are professional traders that have been trading for decades, perhaps former floor traders, and even former floor traders have been impressed with our content. I have several great testimonials from former floor traders and current fund managers that love our content, and then everyone on down to just someone trying to learn for the first time, finding the resource and just being super grateful to have found Masters. There's easily more educators out there that would charge 2, 3, 4 times the amount that I'm charging for less content, but one of the barriers to entry to this game is finding quality content for a great value, and that was something that I wanted to offer so long ago, is not to gouge people on price, but instead to over deliver on the value side, provide the best content I could, provide the best proprietary tools that I could, and then continue to provide ongoing support. So again, with your membership into Masters here, you also get access to Swing Trade Pro 1.0. You get 1 free month of premium access, and if you're already a premium member, then you will get that refunded back to you as well. And you get ongoing training and proprietary tools moving forward. So we try to do these live sessions at least a couple of times a year. This year it'll be next week, and then I'll be looking to do it again probably sometime in the summer as the next training comes around, and that may be somewhere end of June, maybe July, somewhere in that zone we'll do another one. So again, this is something we like to do often. If you all have any questions, this would be a great time to add those questions, and I could certainly answer those. Right now, great question here. Any plans to add PivotBoss pivots to MotiveWave? That is a great question. I have not really had much experience with MotiveWave, so that's something I'd love to take a look at. Again, if there's an interest for it, for example, I would definitely add what I can to it. So that's something that I'll take a look at. Some other platforms that others have asked for: Sierra Charts, MT4, and there's others as well. But for the most part, I try to add what more traders are asking for, so that's why NT8 and TradingView were first up over the last year, but looking to add more this year. If MotiveWave is that, then that would be something I'd definitely be willing to add. And so, yes, last year will be still available with regards to the live sessions. So all of this right here, I like to keep this up for easy access for anybody that wants to revisit it, but all of this is already there. So if I click on this, for example, introducing PivotBoss squat bars, it's already created. It already has a page, so it's right here under the squat, PivotBoss squat subtitle under prop training. So it's already there. You can see right here you have all those tools that are there as well. So it's already posted and has its own page. So if you go again up here to prop and squat, it'll pop up the squat headline here, and then there are the various days. So all of this is already posted on those sites or as its own page, but for the purposes of next week, the new live sessions will take its place. So I would have already added this, the new live sessions for next week, but I wanted to keep it here just to show any prospective members what it looks like as we populate it. So it's already there. Again, if I were to click on this here, that takes me right to the advanced volume page, and you have the advanced volume indicator right here as well. Let's see. So there's a couple of ways here. So I'm getting questions via different approaches. I'm getting questions in chat, in the Q&A, and also in the trading room, the premium trading room. So I'm looking at various areas. So if you're not seeing all of the chat right now, it's because I'm monitoring 3 different areas for questions right now. So you may not be a part of the premium trading room right now, and that's where I'm getting some questions. And the Q&A, I'm not sure if that's shown to everybody, but the chat may be available to everybody. So there's various areas right there. And good question here. What do you suggest for any template or service journaling and reviewing your trades? So that is something that I may need to get back to you on. I had previous journaling experience with previous journaling websites, but have not used them in several years. So I don't have anything that pops off the top of my mind that I've used recently. There were others before, and I know that you're in the trading room, so I could provide you with those links later on. They've kind of slipped the top of my mind right now, as I haven't used them in several years. There is several good ones in terms of online, and then also there are spreadsheets that you can download, and I've used them both. Usually the ones that I've kind of liked the most are just the spreadsheet approach, and that's a quick, easy way to kind of get something going. But I do not have a name off the top of my mind. I need to go back and check it out. There was a good one that I really did like before, but it was, again, it's been probably 3 to 4 years since I've used it, so I need to go back to see if it's even there still. Yeah, and Armando's asking here about accessing Masters via Echofin. So right now, that Masters live room in Echofin is not yet active. It was something I was playing with on being active, and it's not yet active to any members just yet. Oh, and a good question here, is it possible to sign up for the Mastery after next week just to use it and access the recordings? Absolutely. You can certainly jump on at any time. This isn't kind of like a deadline type of offer. It's a standing offer there that you'll have access to. Just go to pivotbossmasters.com/profits, and you'll be able to access the instant button after next week or whenever you'd like. Absolutely. Good question here from Jeff here. How do PivotBoss Masters members get a free month to the trading room? So if you're already in the trading room, I can refund that. uh, the recent or next payment. If you're not already in the trading room, there is a link that I will be posting basically at the bottom of the dashboard. Down here, I'll post a link here that will give you a free month with a coupon code. So then when you sign up for EchoFin, the premium EchoFin room, then you can use that coupon code and you'll get that free month. Good question. And yes, I was experimenting with that Masters Live room. It doesn't appear like it'll be the best approach. It looks like we'll be doing the Zoom webinar. A lot of folks really like the Zoom platform. I can do, instead of a webinar approach, we can do an approach similar to what we do in the trading room where it's an open meeting. Right now a webinar approach is good for this format, but when we do the live sessions next week, it'll be a meeting environment. Yeah, great question here as well. Does TradingView have all your current generation indicators, and will future indicators be added in this platform? Yeah, so that's a really good question, because the 6 most important indicators, or the 6 indicators that kind of make up the PivotBoss suite of indicators, are the PivotBoss pivots, PivotBoss bands, 2 PivotBoss ADR indicators, the ADR advanced ADR indicator, which quantifies, and the ADR targets indicator, which provides targets. And then the PivotBoss PIMA, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there should be one more. So basically there are 6. The PivotBoss oscillator, which for some reason it's not here, so we may need to add that right there. The PivotBoss oscillator would be the other one. So those 6 main indicators are the kind of the PivotBoss suite of proprietary tools, and with those 6 you have basically everything you need. These squat is basically signals, and then this is a new advanced volume indicator, and this is another different body percent indicator. But for the most part, TradingView does have the 6 most important and primary proprietary indicators that we provide, and there will be more added as well. So as I add other indicators, I'll add those to TradingView. So looking to continue to provide resources to TradingView in addition to any potential scans and signals that make sense as well. Great question. So again, a lot of firepower at your fingertips here. A great, clean, streamlined website here that allows you to really find everything you're looking for very quickly. The chart gallery, the bonus content, all the various indicators here, including Investor RT, great platform that a lot of folks like. A lot of tools built into that one via the database. Just a lot of great stuff here that is available to you, and the resources and the content continues to grow each time we do live sessions, which again is at least a couple of times a year. And I'll point you back to pivotbossmasters.com/profits. Again, just a ton of on-demand core and proprietary training. Our best proprietary indicators for various platforms. A ton of annotated charts via the chart gallery. All future live sessions like next week, and all future on-demand training is yours at no additional cost. And as always, 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, or if it's not for you right now, you get refunded immediately. And you do get bonus content right now, nearly $500 worth of bonus content. $395 for the 3-part Swing Trade Pro course, which is 6 hours by itself, 6 hours of training, and then you get 1 month of premium trading room access. And this in and of itself, it's a $99 value, because that's what the monthly fee is. But in terms of the actual value, it's immense, because our premium trading room has its own on-demand training, which is phenomenal in and of itself. It has the 10-part executive training series. It has the 5-part signature setup series. And it also has the newest training, which is the 5-part boot camp, which was just done here recently. So a ton of resources at the premium trading room as well. So while this is the monthly fee, the actual value to that is many, many hundreds more than what you're seeing right there. In addition to all the resources we have, including scans, signals, and different things, and all of the various traders we have in that room, which are just phenomenal. Phenomenal traders. Absolutely, Armando. Will do. So a ton of great content here. Again, that's a good quote right there. You better have a big backpack if you go to this school. There is a ton of content. Absolutely. A ton of training. Again, looking to over-deliver in terms of value and really give back to a lot of traders who are looking to improve their game. So again, I'd like to say thank you to all of you who have joined me today. If you have additional questions that you'd like to ask that I didn't get to, I'm not seeing any right now. But if you do have additional questions you'd like to get to, you can email me at frank@pivotboss.com. And looking forward to seeing you next week in our live training, and looking forward to seeing you all in the trading room. Again, I'd like to say thank you all very much for joining me today. Go to pivotbossmasters.com/profits to learn more, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, folks, and have a fantastic rest of your day. My apologies. For some reason, the Q&A was not updating here, but I do see there were new questions that came in. So I will answer these questions. Which ones are available for NT8? So my apologies for not having the updated. It wasn't auto updating there, but I see it came up now. For NinjaTrader 8, I believe there are 7 proprietary indicators. So the 6 that are most common, again, PivotBoss pivots, PivotBoss bands, the oscillator, the ADR targets, ADR indicator, the PivotBoss PIMAs, and that last one I believe is the body percent indicator. So those are the 7 that are available right now for NT8, and those are probably, again, the most important 7. For NinjaTrader 7, there's only 4 available. I don't believe the ADR targets is available, and maybe one other one, but for the most part, most traders are now jumped onto NT8, so we are putting most resources to that. So the volume indicator is a I know Jeff's asking about the volume indicator here. I do have the advanced volume indicator that we developed or released last time around. This is a pretty significant indicator here that we will be doing more work with. It comes with the indicator here in addition to a couple of scans. It could also be included with other indicators to create different scans, for example, in Thinkorswim, and we will be doing more training on that as well. And since the trading room is part of it, could you explain what you do in the room? So I may have already answered a little bit of that already, but in the trading room, I can bring it up. Let's see. Let's go right here. So this is the EchoFin, PivotBoss EchoFin trading room right here. If I open this up over here, there's various portions to the room right here. This is the trading room itself, so we're in the trading room. You can see the flow that comes through the room here all the way up. We have a portion here that even if you're not part of the trading room, in terms of the premium content, you can jump onto the premium EchoFin community, and all of this portion up here is free. So for example, it gives you a quick rundown of what to expect in here. You have access to the PivotBoss community here, which is basically where I post the morning videos and any announcements that anybody can ask questions in and talk about. The PivotBoss glossary is all in here as well that you can be a part of. There's a support room here that we can talk about as well. The disclaimer. So all that right there, you don't have to pay for to be a part of. Over here, you can see Premium Start here, and there's various content there that you can be a part of. The watch lists and signals right now mostly are being posted inside here, but that will be something that continues to be populated. And then all the various DMs I get, which I've almost finished up now finally. I'm down to my last couple. After I had the Texas freeze a week or so ago, we were knocked out of power and I got a little behind, but now mostly caught up. But again, this is where all this is available. If you click on the widgets out here, you can see up here is where you have additional content and training. So for example, the 5-day boot camp that I mentioned is all right here. You can access the various sessions there. The PivotBoss TV is where we have our monthly outlook, which we had a couple of days ago, in addition to the pre-market videos. This goes back over 1,000 days back, but it posts at least the last 200. Premium TV would be where we record the morning and afternoon sessions. So in the morning, we start live streaming around 8 a.m. I jump on the mic in the 9 o'clock hour for about an hour or so. And then we also do an afternoon session where we start live streaming again at 2 o'clock. And I'm on the mic for about 30 or 40 minutes or so. And we look for intraday candidates. We look for swing trading candidates. We take requests. All of the trading room sessions are posted here. Again, many thousands of days, but the last 200 are posted. If you go to premium training, this is where your 10-part executive training series is. So you can see here part 1, part 2, part 3, all the way down. So you have auction market theory, price-based analysis, volume-based analysis, intraday analysis, key range analysis, PivotBoss pivots, price-based signals, ADR targets and method and targets, entry techniques, trade management techniques, and then you go all the way down here to the 5-day or 5-part signature setup series where we talk about various setups as well. And then you also have that 5-day boot camp down here. So all of that is available right at your fingertips as well. We have on the right side here a pin board where cool and important information here is popped up. Many of our traders that do a lot of great research or a lot of great takes, I pin it here so that folks can access it very quickly. Data flash, if you want that, this thing will talk to you anytime something important is coming up. And you can also get to the calendar and do all kinds of things. So a lot of great content right here, again, at your fingertips. Over value, again, over deliver on the value for the price of admission. It's $99 a month to be a part of the premium room, or you can pay $9.95 for the year, which would take your monthly average down to $82.50 a month, which is just insane for the value you're getting compared to other trading rooms that charge many hundreds a month. So again, a lot of great stuff here, and just a great trading room. So that's kind of a peek at our PivotBoss Premium EchoFin trading room. A lot of great content there. Let's see. Yeah, premium membership is $99, and some benefits and features. I think I just covered that as well, of all the various things that you get in that room. And additionally, we're looking at not only, there's intraday traders, there are swing traders, there's those that are managing their IRAs on a higher time frame basis. So we're constantly looking at all various time frames, taking requests and looking at all the various things. For example, if we look at some recent candidates here or recent ideas, something like Kronos, for example, was a long-term candidate for us to begin the year based off of the rounded bottom accumulation. So the first trading day of the year, it was sitting at about 750, and we mentioned it could double very quickly, and it did, right? That's something that, again, you can take advantage from a position standpoint or a longer term standpoint. PLTR is one that one of our traders brought to the room as well and asked about this one last year as it was rallying, and we put a key range on it. First trading day of the year when it was 22.50 to 23, we mentioned this one would be a double candidate early in the year, and it did, reaching 45 right away. And many various other candidates like that that have been in play. Additionally, there's been some like DQ, for example, another one that has been brought to the room by various traders. And one of the things we looked at here, again, was buying the dips, buying the dips, buying the dips until proven otherwise. Recently, we got a new key range here, and from this low, we were looking at strength. And that thing, what we mentioned was if you can get in at 90 bucks, there's a potential to double this thing to 180 over the next few months based off of the key range. Today, not having a great day here today, but again, a very, very good rally off these lows, and this has been another great one. So constantly looking at various candidates from a higher time frame standpoint and even lower. Tesla was another one. Tesla's been on everybody's list, obviously. But one of the things we do really well in the room is identifying candidates using what we call key range analysis. So last year we had this big rally in August, a pullback to the midpoint, and as soon as it hit this midpoint, which was basically at the beginning of September, price was sitting at around 400. We had identified 732 as the target by the end of the year based off of this key range and that compression, and it rallied and got that target on the first trading day of the year. Those are several candidates that we look at from, again, a higher time frame perspective, but also look at swing candidates, intraday candidates, and the like. So when you have lots of traders doing lots of different styles of trading, we use our methodology to basically engage all the various time frames using the same tools, the same approach, the same methodology. And that's one thing I didn't really mention as much with regards to our master's training, is that the methodology has been consistently good here in terms of being able to help us in all the various markets that we see, from a straight up market to a straight down market last year, and all the various volatility shifts that we've seen over time. The methodology remains solid. We don't have to change our approach. We don't have to change our indicators or our tools, because the way that I built this methodology is so that it is universal and can be universally applied to stocks, futures, forex, to 1 minute charts, all the way up to weekly or monthly charts, and everything in between. So that's what's so powerful about this approach, is that it is an approach that is universally applied across the board. What is the meaning of those tags on the dashboard? Let's see, which tags, which dashboard, by the way? Is it the master's dashboard that we're looking at? All right, so we're right back here, trying to look to see these right here. These right here help create the chart gallery. So, for example, if I click any of these, it'll bring up a custom chart gallery that you can click through and talk and see more about that topic. You can click the X here, and then you can re-click that, and it will refresh it so that you can click another tag. So each of these tags, the bigger the name, the more content in that tag. The smaller the name, the less content in there. You can also find the gallery from this gallery menu up here, and this is probably the best way to kind of jump in. So if I click on volume profiling, it'll create a custom menu here, and then you can go back and go through all of it. So yeah, those tags are part of the chart gallery. All right, I think I've gotten to all of the questions now, and I've scrolled through each of the lists here. So I think now I've gotten to everything. Again, if I missed your question, you can always send me an email, frank@pivotboss.com. If you're in the trading room, you can certainly DM me or send me questions there as well, and I'll get to those. But again, I do want to say thank you all for joining me here today. I do believe that PivotBoss Masters offers incredible value for the price tag, and it offers, I always call it the gift that keeps on giving, because you pay once, you become a member, and you continue to get content year over year. You continue to get improved indicators, new indicators, and code and proprietary content as well. So if you were an original member back in 2012, you continue to get bang for your buck almost a decade later. So again, just a phenomenal group of traders that are part of PivotBoss Masters, from those beginning all the way to those with many decades of experience, and I always do my best to provide the best content for our members. So again, thank you all very much for joining me here today for this open house. Again, you can go to pivotbossmasters.com/profits, and you can learn more and gain instant access to your content. Again, thank you all very much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the trading room. Take care.